little tour backstage,
Absolutely.
so to
And
speak.
we have some like reject trays that we didn't choose, and you guys can see and look at those, and see that'll help you eliminate those from your project.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, Damien, you want to go ahead and ask our first question?
How wide and long is the conveyor belt that carries the trays?
That conveyor belt is actually really long. It is 27 feet around, like, so the whole semicircle, and it is 20 and a half inches wide.
Everybody caught those dimensions? Are you writing it down? Sounds like particularly the width will be important to us. Because if you create a tray that's 23 inches wide, we might have trouble getting that on the conveyor belt.
27 feet around with 20 and a half inches.
Okay, ready for the next question? Go ahead, whoever's next. James, I think.
What happens to the trays after they go into the conveyor belt?
After they go around to the back of the dish room, we have one of our girls is standing there, and if there's food product on like a lot, like she'll scrape that off, and then she just loads them around the dish machine. Our dish machine is one of the biggest on the East Coast, so it's very powerful what it does, so we really don't need to pre-spray them or anything. They just pretty much take them off the tray. If there's a whole lot of pile, if you don't eat your spaghetti yesterday, then she'll dump that in the trash and just load it right in the dish machine.
Okay, cool. Next question. Some of these she may have already answered, so it's okay. What's our next question?
Okay, I'm sorry, my throat hurts, so you can't be sure. So how big, like, is your total dish machine, and like, how many trays can it hold altogether?
All right. The dish machine is 23 feet and 10 inches long and 27 inches wide is what the racks will fit on.
Everybody got it? Okay, our next question.
You already answered it, but, so you don't power spray the trays before you put it in the dishwasher?
Not usually.
Okay.
It really depends on the food product, but typically no.
Is there a specific heat that the dishwasher has to be before the trays will melt in the dishwasher?
The trays won't melt because the dish machine won't get hotter than 194 degrees. Because of what they're made of.
So that's good news. So we don't really have to worry so much about the material. Good question. Science people, good question. Yeah, definitely not Kelvin, right?
No, they don't shrink.
All right, who's got our next question?
Do you think the shape of the tray will affect the cleaning process?
Most likely. The power sprayers are obviously located on the top of the dish machine, so if you're doing like more compartments or your compartment dividers are thicker, it might miss like the top edge under it, so you need to keep that in mind. Power sprayers come down a little bit at an angle to pre-spray the trays before they get washed, so you want to think about like depths of compartment dividers and things like that.
Great, who's got our next question?
What are the dimensions of the tray racks?
The tray racks are 19 inches by 19 inches.
And I think if I remember when I talked to Eric, those are set, right? You don't have a choice
Yep.
on those racks, right? You can't buy bigger ones or smaller ones. That's what they come.
They come 19 by 19. It may help you just to keep in mind the dishwasher dimensions, because we don't use racks for the trays. Because we can just put those right on the conveyor belt for the dish machine. So,
But those racks are what the trays go on when you bring them back out, right? Are those the ones on wheels?
the 19 by 19?
Yeah.
No, we stack those up on carts. Like usually the trays don't ever hit a rack,
Okay.
so.
Okay, I think what they were thinking about was that metal compartment that has the wheels on the bottom, where the trays come back out for us to pick them off. You know, where we pick them up. So you just put them right down on the
Oh, okay, that metal.
yeah that piece, because we're concerned about the size of our tray for that.
Okay, I didn't look that up.
Okay.
I can measure that while
We
Tina's
can.
talked to you about the dish machine and showing you everything.
Cool. Or we can even go back there. Sure. Thank you.
What are the trays made of?
The trays are made of polycarbonate.
How durable is a typical lunch tray?
They are virtually indestructible and because of what they're made of. Yesterday I threw one against the wall and it didn't break to see. So I'll probably do a little demo for you guys then too, if you want to see.
Wow, that'd be cool.
It cracked, so I threw it very hard. But typically we're not throwing trays, so it should, it stands up to a lot every day. Like they're getting dropped on the floor accidentally, or if we're knocking one off. And so.
How thick can the tray be?
The space between on the dish machine where we load them is 2 inches. So it needs to probably be 1.5 inches and smaller.
That's really important measurement when we think about how deep we can make those compartments. So keep that in mind. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you know the weight of a tray?
The ones we use now are 14 ounces.
Is there a particular color, texture, or material that you would like the tray to be?
I think the polycarbonate works good when I show you the trays that were rejected. Because we looked into brown, obviously for school colors. Some of them don't show the food. The food doesn't look as nice on different colors. So more neutral colors show the food better.
Interesting.
You see texture, we have some smooth trays down there. And when you see the smooth trays, they show water spots after they dry and are more likely to show knife cuts and leave marks, so they don't look as nice. So the bumpy ones look nice.
Do you think color coding the trays is a good idea?
Probably not, just because of the where it shows knife cuts and the food presentation.
So keep that in mind, because I think some of you, I heard you talking about, I don't remember if it was in this class, we're talking about what if we made the salad compartment green to encourage people to put salad in there or things like that. But you're saying probably not such a good idea to do that kind of thing.
I mean, we're definitely open to suggestions, and that's a great idea. But something like the food doesn't show up as nicely on like darker colors. So
Okay,
keep that in mind.
good to know.
In your opinion, what is the biggest issue with the trays we use now?
They can stain easily. And they don't dry as easily as the smooth finish ones. I mean, they dry fast, but not as fast as we'd like. 10 seconds, too long.
Wow.
What can we do to make the trays better?
Let's see. Well, this tray is the most widely used tray in the country. Prisons, schools, because it's such a great design. So I'm looking for you guys for good ideas for that. You guys tell me what we can do to make the tray better.
Do you need a lot of trays, or do you wash them in between lunch periods?
They wash them between every lunch. We also have 600 backup, you know, just in case, but we wash them between every line.
So that's why you're concerned about them drying fast so you can bring them
Right, 'cause
back out
you don't
again?
want any water, you know.
Sure.
It is the entree. So whatever's made of that. Today's quesadillas. Go through 1,200 some quesadillas today. and get us into it.
Wow.
Why do we use trays for that?
They started, they did start with China a while ago, but because of the breakage. From staff and students, it was just too, not cost efficient.
Do we get all the questions? Awesome. Thank you so much for answering those for us. We really appreciate that. That's a big help.